Hello guys, it is that Panda Guy. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at some more Island Raid. This is going to be a quick video. This one was kind of short, but I just wanted to get this one, done, get this one recorded, and I do hope you guys enjoy as always. So yeah, let's hop right into it. So we did have some fights going on, and I think I alluded to in my last video us actually building around in a way that would wrap on BTW's helipad. And if you didn't watch the last video, I basically explained how we did this to RPG in our previous island, I believe it was, or 2 islands ago, right? 2 islands before this video, where we basically built around, we waited until RPG, I guess, felt more safe, they built around their helipad. And the thing is, this is especially the case when you have, too many players, right? They can't all fit on the helipads. They, pour onto these towers. Well, in this case, this, was the situation, and we kind of, built in a way, and we kind of waited, we waited. They, started teleporting around those towers, and we just started building towards those towers. And it was kind of perfect, as a lot of them were either, offline or something. And it just took advantage of, I guess, their lack of, I guess they were sleeping or something, right? But you guys get the point, right? We took advantage of that, them just, kind of being vulnerable around the helipad. We kind of built into that, and I will give it to BTW. I think I, gave it to them last time, but they built in a way that was really inconvenient to us. They kept back towering one, so we'd have to build another tower to destroy that tower, and then they'd back tower one more, and then maybe we would get like 1 or 2 less zeros because of that, and it just kept making it really inconvenient. Saved them a lot of time, saved a lot of the time for their players who were, we were kind of pushing for. And, honestly, bravo to BTW, because, I feel like that's something people should generally know, but I feel like that's also something that people would overlook, or people just wouldn't do in the first place, and obviously doing that just deserves a little a round of applause, or I just feel like that, it's obviously just the smart stuff. So I just wanted to point that out, say it was like a smart move, just the back towering really just kind of ticked me off, which it should, really should be working towards taking us off. But yeah, we do get a few zeros here, kind of does feel bad. I feel bad sometimes with these zeros, as I do understand their situation. Like, imagine if I'm in that place and I lose 45% of my troops. I would feel devastated, I'd be like, oh no, and then I'd have to farm like my butt off for the next month, maybe 2 months, to recover those troops. At least it's an island raid, imagine you get zeroed outside of island. That's just even worse, because 0 returns, obviously. But yeah, we did get a pretty beefy 0 here. Feels bad, honestly, since this dude was a bit bigger. Guys, I do feel kind of bad with, zeroing these players at times. But at the same time, it is a war game, and it just is how it is. You got to get these zeros off, especially since we were, we didn't want them becoming a threat thereafter, right? Because if we didn't zero these people now, obviously those troops would have been used in the field against us. They would have been used on towers against us. They would have been used to defend against us. You guys get the point, right? Like, obviously you got to zero these people out. I feel like the only exception is if, obviously there's an agreement, but yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm just rambling now. I do feel kind of bad though at times for these, but it is what it is. It has to be done, and it was done. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say here. I feel like this was just done, and I kind of want to get this part of the footage out of the way so we can go on to the next. I do think after this, what we did was, I think we pushed on Fox's towers, and there was like some footage in this video of some Fox tower fights, and we basically just tried to put some pressure on Fox. I think the leadership wanted to get some zeros down there, but Fox is honestly really tough. You also got to consider, we spent a lot of troops honestly at this point, kind of trying to push back BTW, burn their towers down. They defended a lot, so it did already burn through a good amount of ours. And then, like I said, Fox isn't weak, especially they had just an insane amount of troops. The longer those swarms went on, the longer we were sieging their towers, just the harder it became to actually break them. And he also gave them enough time to start just backing up with towers, right? And that would just save their players anyways. So at some point, I just didn't think it was worth it. I think our players were a little bit too zealous at some point, with trying to break their towers. Because at some point, it's obvious, we're not going to break it, or it's not really going to matter if we keep swarming, right? Especially once you see them starting to, build 2 or 3 towers back. It's just like, guys, we got to stop. There's no point in this. We have maybe 1 more day before, I guess, the end of the island. So just save your troops. But, sometimes whales don't care. Whales are resilient, and they believe. And the thing is, I would understand it if, Fox was maybe already weakened or we had focused on them from the start. But we're obviously already at a big disposition of troops. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to pop these towers before they run out of troops, especially like I said, we had already been burning through a lot of troops, though. I mean, it's always possible. Like I was just saying, though, you guys get my point. I just didn't think it was like the smartest option, but yeah, we were getting two different towers rallied in this case. I don't actually know why Fox rallied that tower, or they were trying to rally that tower, or if it was like troll or something. Because I think like Big Daddy was in the tower, and he's kind of he's kind of beefy. I don't think Fox has like high enough gear players for that to like, kind of go on the offensive, right? Especially alone. Though you kind of see there in the reports, like the trades were disgusting. This can be really uh put towards, I guess, our swarmers. If it wasn't for the swarmers, obviously those trades wouldn't have been insane as they were on those, rally reports. And I think that also ends up being the case for us a lot of the time, right? You don't want to be I mean, at the same time, I actually like taking on swarms, especially when you can trade well, obviously, because I feel like I use a lot of my T4, not T4, my T5 accounts, right, to fill these towers, and I feel like the swarms give me good T6 skills. Even if the rally trade's bad, I feel like I'm getting some good T6 skills, and who doesn't like some good looking stats, right? But honestly, guys, this is like the calm before the storm. This isn't very calm, but this is as calm as our island basically gets. We get a few of our towers swarmed, rallied. We swarm some towers, swarm, whatever. You guys get the point, right? This was an eventful island. It was pretty fun though. I overall had a good experience. I've enjoyed fighting besides the warriors in Boone. These guys are pretty great. They're just a good group, pretty cheerful. So I enjoy it. And this is about it though. You see us just getting our tower smacked. I think they're just trying to like milk some kills before the last day. I don't understand. But look at the trades on this. This was disgusting. I don't know why we traded so bad. I think there just might be an armament gap as well as like our heroes. We just didn't have like the proper players who could go into every single tower. Like we seriously couldn't get like proper garrison captains on everything. So it's just hard to trade very well. And then you also have just these monsters with insane armaments, making it even harder for you to defend, basically. But yeah, you see us, I guess, putting some more pressure on this tower. This one was actually building. They were building in a way to, I guess, protect their players and force us to siege this tower before they siege. We may be built into them. I'm not really sure why they built here. I'm guessing it's like I said, to stop us from building right into them, because I think we had a tower. Oh yeah, we did have a tower right here. Sorry, I just messed up and stumbled upon myself. We did have a tower there, but we destroyed it and wanted to start moving back, putting less pressure on our garrison captains. And, they basically built one here to, I guess, prevent us, from rebuilding into them and kind of putting them in a rough situation with their players, that could have compromised and got them zero. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I do appreciate you guys. This has been a pleasure as always. And yeah, I do appreciate you guys for watching. You guys have a great day or night, and I will see you guys in the next one, and that is it. Peace.